Imagine spending hours each day, not weeks, months, but years like a slave. Not working for pay, but to keep alive the flame. That was me of G3 News until Aaron cut me loose, and it's why I'm rapping these blues. Man, I thought this dude Aaron was my friend. For years we'd been collaborating, but then it came to an end. The reason's so transparent, Judas, there's no need to pretend. Crazy to me how he switched up so fast. As I thought about it, I think I realized it's about the cash. But first, let me just rehash how our relationship became a thing of the past. The reason I'm putting him on blast. He ambushed me on my smoke break, on the attack. Right after my birthday in April, out of nowhere he switched up so fast, sending paragraphs of Israeli Hasbara talking points, and I had no time to react before I had to get back to work, so I pointed to my previous articles and tracks. Confused because I've had Free Palestine in my bio going like 7 years back. He's known me that long, it's never been an issue in the past. And then all of a sudden, he said, Hamas is very popular with the Palestinians, thinking that makes them complicit as a group, indiscriminate. Look, I said it before, and if you're listening, Aaron, I know you fucking missed it, but Palestinian civilians are fucking innocent. Sounding like Alan Dershowitz, you fucking bitch, like I said in my previous shit.
Innocence of the individual is default. You gotta question what they feeding you. Low-level Israeli personnel have gone to the media. For months they were begging their superiors, please take us serious. Why aren't we hearing this?
Innocence of the individual is default. Pretending otherwise is devious shit. You gotta question what they feeding you. Low-level Israeli personnel have gone to the media. I've already dissected the bullshit you're preaching, bro. You might have more reach, but there's a reason the narrative I'm peddling's gonna be beating yours. Dude was texting transparent talking points I've put in time to address. I've known him for years, but it was like speaking to a totally different person when I just met. Ambushing me with paragraphs on my 10-minute smoke break, no, even less. Half the shit he said I've tackled head-on in recent work. The heck, I didn't have time to go and respond to half the points, much less every word, with only half a cigarette before I had to get back to work. So I pointed him to my recent articles and raps, intending to establish a floor of understanding before a real chat. Word for word, conclusion had been, I'm at work, gotta go, but you should listen to my last rap or two if you hadn't heard. I said that no, and he hadn't listened based off the shit he was blabbing. He ignored me asking earlier in the combo, so I asked again if he heard my flows that I spit, cause I didn't have time to answer his questions. The flurry of Hasbara points launched at me, common themes I already dissected, like, dude should've read my shit before he contacted me. People spewing genocidal propaganda has haunted me. That's why I put the effort in making those to counter the Zionist narrative monstrosity, to give my perspective honestly. Then I get off work to find I've been kicked to the curb. No longer admin of G3 News, which Aaron admitted in February should probably just be my channel, considering I've been putting in all the fucking work. He said that unsolicited. If he says he didn't, I have the screenshot. Yes, he did it. The fact that he out of the blue booted me because I'm disagreeing with my Israel coverage is madness. He said he'd have me back in a few weeks, that he needs to bring balance. I recognized it as a manipulation tactic. He wanted me to stop attacking Israel's genocide because his employers have backed it. He's a lead employee at Vigilant News. They got him doing backflips. The person who founded Vigilant News, Foster Colson, founded the wellness company TWC, and their connections with Israel problematic isn't hard to see. Fuck it, I'm pissed I got kicked from G3 out of the blue when I've been the main one working on it for years, all because I'm not being balanced when covering a genocide. Shit's fucking weird. Weirder than me expecting a so-called friend who listened to my music. I didn't realize he was actually just a peer. Funny how fast people will change up how they appear in your lives, how fast people will show you their rear. Goddamn, I'm sick of seeing quote-unquote independent journalists sell out to the man, captured by an ignorant audience and the industry's sinister plans. Focused more on clicks and approval and the pay that comes with this than the truth of the matters at hand. So-called truth warriors saying what they think their audience wants to hear, not what they need to understand. I don't believe in conforming to the crowd's demands. Stand alone if you must, but you must stand.
Good evening. Allow me first to apologize.
It's the emergency channel.
I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of everyday routine, the security of the familiar, the tranquility of repetition.
Bloody hell.
I enjoy them as much as any bloke. But words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, There is something terribly wrong with this country, isn't there?
You designed it, sir. You wanted it foolproof. You told me every television...
Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission.
We need cameras.
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? War, terror, disease. There were a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic you turned to the now High Chancellor. He promised you order, he promised you peace, and all he demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent.
Inspector, you're almost through.
Last night I sought to end that silence, to remind this country of what it has forgotten. That fairness, justice, and freedom are more than words. They are perspectives. So if you see nothing, if the crimes of this government remain unknown to you, then...
You and have a nice day.